Well, Juan, it's still very early in your MMA career, but you're getting, big stage, big treatment, a lot of spotlight. What's the feeling like for you right now?
I feel great. I was a little nervous before, honestly. As soon as I walked out there, saw the crowd, I felt great. Just seeing people there having that energy in the arena, it's really big for me. So I felt great, man. I'm really happy.
You're going up against a guy that a lot of people don't like very much. So,
Right.
what's the energy been like from fans? Have people been coming up to you, like talking to you? What's it been like?
Yeah, most people are saying that they hope I kick his ass. Obviously there's those one or two fans out there, and we as humans kind of tend to focus on the negative sometimes. So sometimes it seems like for every 10 positive things I get, there's one negative, but that one negative affects you a little bit more. But we've been working on that. I mute most of them, so it feels great, man. Pretty much 90-10 splits what I'm getting right now.
It's weird, right?
Right.
It's his name that's helping you get the spotlight right now, right?
Right.
So in some ways, do you appreciate him almost for giving this opportunity to you?
Yeah, and the more I think about it, I was a little bit jealous, of all the push he's getting. We both came from Contender Series. I had more fights than him. I felt like I deserved it a lot more. But, it's a business. It is what it is. I got to respect management's decision. I still hate the dude, though, so don't get me wrong.
So is this a grudge match for you when you break this down? Is this a grudge match?
I wouldn't call it so much a grudge match as, me proving them wrong so much, so to speak. It's a prove-it match for me. And that's why I feel like this. I feel that this is something I really need to do to prove myself. That's why I lobby for it so hard. And, there's got to be a difference. You got to show that you got to put in the work. You got to pay your dues to make it in this. And there's a difference between being a really good athlete and being a good fighter that's athletic. He's a really good athlete, don't get me wrong, but he's not a real fighter.
Last thing for me, I know you don't want to tip your game plan, but I think everybody wants to see you guys just go throw down and see who falls, but there's concerns about his grappling game, about his cardio, about all that. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go out there and just try to throw bombs and make a statement, or do you feel like you got to fight a mixed martial arts contest?
I'm going to fight a mixed martial arts contest. It's a fight. It's not a boxing match. It's not a barroom brawl. It is a fight. I'm going to go in there and fight, execute my game plan, and we're going to see what happens. Anything can happen. You can get clipped, but I don't see it happening for me. I see, me imposing my will, enforcing my game plan, and me coming away with the victory. Yes, sir.
Where do you find yourself having the edge in this fight?
I've definitely found myself having the edge in striking accuracy, overall striking, cardio. I feel like I've got the edge there. Grappling, I definitely have the edge, so that's where I see it.
Do we go 3 rounds? Showcase what you got going on?
If we go 3 rounds, it's going to turn into a clinic. So he's never gone past 2, and he didn't look that great in the one he did go to. So
you had an online beef going with Greg Hardy, so you asked for it, you got it. Here we are. Why do you hate him so? You said hate. Hate's a strong word.
I like to say love and hate are two sides of the same coin. It's a very passionate emotion that evokes from me. People that I like, it's love. People that I don't like, it's hate. I'm a very passionate dude, very emotional. You got to understand, for the greater part of my entire career, at least once a week I'm getting stuff from people that, it's one thing to get stuff from your peers. It's another thing to get stuff from very, low intelligent people that don't know anything about it, saying every night I'm hearing the same stuff, you should fight Greg Hardy, or you're afraid to fight Greg Hardy. That, as me, as a person, as a man, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to have their strength challenged like that. And to hear that every day, saying that as if I'm afraid of him, whereas I'm asking for the fight and he's been avoiding it, that's why I hate him.
So the fans taunting you makes you hate Greg?
A little bit, yeah. Also, just his whole demeanor, hearing all the stuff, seeing all the benefits that he's getting that I'm working so hard for. I really had to work a lot to get noticed by the UFC. I fought 7 times in 16 months to get my shot on Contender Series. He, washed out of the NFL and said, I want to fight, and he gets his shot. That's a big part of it.
Let's address the elephant in the room. The domestic violence stuff, does that bother you too?
Yeah, it bothers me a lot. I've said in a couple interviews before, when I was 6 years old, the guy my mom was dating at the time came home, put his hands on her, and, I tried to fight him. I couldn't do anything. I was 6, fighting a grown man, me and my 3-year-old brother. Now, to go up, reading that police report, it just really rubbed me the wrong way. And seeing him show no remorse for it at all, not even making an attempt, yeah, it's pretty simple to just make an apology statement, but clearly he's not sorry for what he did, and he doesn't regret it.
despite your distaste for him, what's appealing about getting a chance to go against him?
You know, it is a bigger platform than what I'm used to. You know, I get to fight in my home, not in my hometown, but in my home state. I get a bigger opportunity, more exposure. You know, I finally get, you know, press conferences. I get to do an open workout, you know, and at the end of the day, it's another fight, man. I love everything about fighting in the UFC. I love when I get to come here, you know. I still light up like a kid on Christmas when I get my gear back, stuff like that. Seeing my coaches have that experience, being able to provide that for people that I care about is huge for me. So that's appealing, you know, the fact that it's another fight and, you know, it's on a bigger stage.